Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it so very much. I really do. This is a Chemtrail video. Lately, there's been a lot of talk. Chemtrails, Chemlung. I was a big denier of chemtrails, especially when Mandela hit. But the thing was, is I never paid attention to them. I just was like, I saw these things in the sky that we call chemtrails, and I attributed them to the exhaust and them being at different atmosphere, different levels in the atmosphere. I no longer think that. I do believe that they're doing something in the sky, whether it's to block whatever, in the sky or to poison us. But these are the big things that are coming out. We're not going to talk about we'll talk a little bit about one of them, blocking in the sky. And let's get right into it. So I got a video here that I recorded from my street. I was unloading groceries, and then I was talking in the video, but I was all psyched out because I was excited at what I just caught on camera. I was looking at this, I was like, what am I looking at? This is so weird. All right. So we're going to talk about how chemtrails are blocking something in the sky, and or they're putting a layer around our atmosphere that is thick enough for a shadow to be cast out upon it. Now, what am I talking about here? Now, this has already been talked about, I think, a bit. I've seen the one video, I think, through a Mandela channel where someone was talking about the shadow of the chemtrail. They could record it, and I saw that too live. Like, I've seen it outside of my house. I looked up in the sky and I could see a shadow underneath the chemtrail. It's kind of like what you can see right here. You see that? Hey, you see this darkness right there? But it continues. So what we're looking at here is we are facing east. This is about 5 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon. The sun is behind me right around here. And basically you got this plane that's flying east, coming from west. Now, it's safe to say that a lot of these things we call clouds are chemtrails. And I will say that these are chemtrails, what we're looking at. Now, what's funny about this is that, look at this chemtrail. So there's this chemtrail here. And remember, it's flying the way my arrow is going. So it's flying east. We're looking east. So it's flying this way. Then it stops. Right there. But the shadow keeps going. Watch. Do you see the shadow? Right there. But the plane hasn't even gotten to that part yet. Look, the plane is turning left. This is where I'm going to get excited, guys. This is where I get excited. The plane is turning, okay, left, but the shadow remains. That sounds like a song by Metallica. Shadow still remains. Watch. I couldn't believe it. Here's my big finger. Look. Do you see the shadow? So there's two things. There's like 400 things, actually. No, we can say 3 things. 1, chemtrails, WTF. Okay, that's a big WTF there. 2, there's a shadow. Okay, why is there a shadow in the sky? Why? Why are we seeing a shadow? 3, the plane is turning. And the shadow still remains. So, I'll let this video play out some more. Look at the shadow. Listen. I can't play the volume because I'm like, oh my fucking god, it's bull. Hey, there's my cat Mimi. See, I was unloading the groceries there. See, proof I was unloading groceries. Mimi. Oh, she's meowing. Can you see her meow? She has the best meow. You guys would love her meow. Anyway, let's get back to this. Chemtrail nonsense. There was not much to record. I just hit it once. I was like, there's really not much to see. Like, I caught everything I needed to catch. So, but you'll see So here's my get my big finger out of the way. So here's my theory and what we're looking at. So the sun is behind me, right? This is the tree. Yeah, so perfect. The sun is behind me. It's beam this way. What we're looking at, you see this? Well, first we're going to talk about the shadow. Then we're going to talk about why is there a shadow. So the shadow we're seeing is from the chemtrail that's way behind me. Like I can't show you, but if I was to turn around, let's say 2 miles behind us, that's where that's where this shadow is being cast from. It's not the shadow isn't from here on this part of the chemtrail. It's from the chemtrail that's being from, like, I don't know, way behind me. I really don't know how to say this to you guys. You guys know what I'm talking about. But the reason why we see the plane turn and the shadow doesn't turn with it, and look at that, how ridiculous. Oh, I'll turn the volume on. Look, the shadow continues like all the way down. It's like we're seeing a beam from a spaceship, you know? It's like hitting the earth. Look at that. Do you see? I'm moving the camera. You can see the shadow. That's ridiculous. Now, like I was said, where I'm standing, this shadow you see right here is from way behind me. So when you see this guy turn here, the shadow that's going to be cast from that, we're not going to see it. It's going to be out of the atmosphere. This also says something about flat Earth and a globe Earth. What does that say, guys? What does that shadow mean? What does that prove? Come on, guys. We're told, you know, hey, listen, I'm going to say, I'm glad I got this video. What? Okay, listen, I'm going to let this play. Video's almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at? Okay, we got 3 more minutes. But look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. So this is what I'm saying right here. I'm saying maybe the shadow that we're seeing is cast from here, but way further to the left. As I keep scanning to the left, as I stopped right there. Here's my backyard. We're gonna work on that. Let's go back. But that's what I'm saying is, like, the shadow is cast continuing way over here. So I'm not gonna repeat myself anymore. You guys get what I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say here. So now let's talk about why is there a shadow being cast. No, there's nothing wrong with the shadow. We see shadows of clouds on the ground all the time. You could be sitting there playing in a park or walking your dog or just doing whatever outside. Then you see the cloud. It gets cloudy, right? Or you see the cloud whiz by you. It's a shadow, right? It happens all the time. You get some shade for a minute. But here's the thing. Why is this shadow being cast in the sky? Like, why does it stop there? It shouldn't stop that shadow at the sky right there, you see? It should continue and hit the earth. It should be laying like perpendicular with the earth. But it's not. It's laying perpendicular. I hope I'm saying that word. Parallel? No, parallel. Sorry, parallel. I probably just screwed that whole thing up, but whatever. I'll try again. The chemtrail should be laying parallel with the earth, with the shadow on the earth. But what we're seeing is the chemtrail being parallel with something between the earth and the chemtrail. There's a layer. And that's why people say, including myself, I'm starting to be a believer in this because of this video. That's why people say they're blocking something in the sky, because this right here, look, there's a layer. Look, you see I'm moving the camera around, you can see the shadow. That's so ridiculous. Look at that, the plane's moving. What is this shadow being cast upon? Is that how thick these gases are in the sky? Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the shadow, eh? That's amazing. Yeah, it blows my mind. Look, I scanned back. You can see the plane continues after I'm done looking at my cat, and still the shadow remains. Oh, the video just restarted. Alright, so I'll let it play while I finish this video. So, thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is like proof for flat earth and the globe too, if someone knows how to use this properly. Why the shadow keeps going down like that. Interesting. But also, what is in the sky? Why is there a shadow? What's the shadow being cast out upon? And yeah. Listen, guys, have a great evening. Be safe. Love one another. And I'll see you on live stream tomorrow. Yeah. What? Listen. Love yourself. I love you, and love your neighbor very, 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 very so much. That's very important. Love your neighbor, because if you love your neighbor, there would be no wars. Alright, guys. Catch you on the next shift. Man, I'm flabbergasted at this video. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next shift, guys. Alright, thank you very much for your attention. Blah, blah, blah. I really don't know how to end videos. I need to work on that. Yeah. I love you, love yourself, and love your neighbor. Lone Eagle 112358. Peace.